Hello, guys. Can you hear me? I hope you can because this thing was not working last time, so I'm kind of hoping you can hear me. Hello, guys. It's been a very long time since I've been here. This is your host, Nora Vargas, and welcome to Consejos Mediocres. Yay! Back to doing another one. I know it has been a very long time since I've been here, and I tried to look a little presentable. I did my hair and stuff. Didn't put a lot of makeup, as you can tell, but today we're going all natural. I've just been very busy. I just want to give you guys a live update, because it has been a very long time. So let's start with, if you guys do not follow me on my previous social media, you guys might not know that I got a new dog. So I got a new dog, and it's been pretty interesting. My boyfriend was not ready to get one yet, so he just really felt bad for the dog, especially because he's already 6 months, and I got him when he was 5. Sorry. Actually, he's 7 months now. And I got him when he was 5. And he was really old, so obviously he was used to a different life. But he's good now. He's just around. I take him on walks now. I basically just try and do everything what I didn't get to do with my first dog. And I felt so sad. But he wasn't ready, and he's gotten used to it by now. But at the first 2 weeks, he was trying to pet him and trying to get close to him, but obviously, like, dogs can also feel like I guess not rejected, but he was feeling bad himself, and then the feeling of my boyfriend. So I get he was just not feeling it, but he's used to him now. He's glad we have one, and we want to get another one, so that way, his name is Jasper. It was inspired by the movie Klaus. I don't know if you guys can see him. If you guys saw the movie, it comes out Christmas time, Klaus. I don't know. We watched that movie so many times, and I don't know. That's where I got it from. So, another life update. I am 23 now. I turned 23 June 30th. So, it's July 4th. So, here I am recording. It's been a while. But I did have felt like a very long weekend. And I'm barely getting my house back together. And I had the day off today at work, so that's why I'm like, I'm gonna get my ass to work. I got up around 7, and I didn't stop till I was really hungry, and it was like around 8:30, almost 9, that I started eating. So I took a little break, and then I got back into cleaning, getting everything organized, and yeah. So what else? I'm a little nervous because I feel like I don't do this very often, and it just feels kind of awkward. Another thing, I also haven't been filming on my YouTube channel, my original YouTube channel. I just haven't been very optimistic lately. So my depression just kind of goes like roller coaster, excuse me. And I thought I was getting better. I normally get my depressions, my, how do I call it? my timings when I get depressed, they normally last for a week and a half, but this one lasted a month and a half. It felt like I was in autopilot. Like, most of the time I feel like I was in autopilot, but this time around, like, I felt like I was feeling all the emotions. Like, I was happy at one moment, I was sad, I was angry, I was disappointed, I felt bad for myself, all those emotions in one. And I felt like that for a whole month and a half, and it was so bad. I think what I was looking forward was my birthday. I just wanted to have a good, relaxing birthday. I was planning on having a birthday party, the whole shenanigans, having loud music, a lot of people over. But because my mood just went down, like, I didn't feel like doing a big thing. And I was getting good, I think, a week before my birthday, a week and a half before my birthday. And I was like, I kind of do want to have a big party, but I was like, no, it's fine. I guess I didn't want to have like such a big birthday party, and I thought I was gonna have so many people over, so might as well just make it a big. But no, it was good. It was mostly my boyfriend's family, which is fine. I obviously, you guys know I don't have family here, but I enjoy being around them. They're pretty funny, pretty fun people. So yeah, like I said, my depression was just getting over me this whole time, and I just, it's bad. But another life update, I don't know, I guess that time that I was just in such a dark place, I turned to God and I prayed. I actually started following Ellie Yost podcast, and she kind of like encouraged me to get closer to God. And it's just, I don't know, it sounds silly, but she did. And her image of just being who she is, like not changing for the image of how Christians are supposed to be, just kind of helped me realize that we're not all the same, and that, the way Christians ask. Because the reason why I not fully left my religion, because I have la Virgencita, like I have to, and then I have like a picture where everybody's sitting down, the Dios, pues no, not picture, pero however you call them. So no dejé, like I didn't stop believing. I just left church, and just the people just didn't make it wanting to get closer to God. It made me feel like very uncomfortable being around Christian people or Catholic people. And I think Allie just made it a lot more comfortable, made it different, how it's supposed to be, so she just helped me get in a little closer. So I am very thankful for that. I have this app on my phone called Hollow, and it kind of takes you with different prayers. You can pray for anxiety. If you're feeling anxiety, just kind of like meditate on it, and it gives you like a 10-minute session. It's not really a lot or a long thing, but yeah. And I meditate. You can listen to it. There's some for sleep, before you go to sleep. So it's really good. That has been helping quite a lot. I'm just really focused on letting things go, being more kind. I'm not saying like I'm not nice. I'm nice. I just feel like I sometimes need to watch my attitude. So I'm just being more mindful with things. and how I react to things, and just being different. So being different in a sense of how I was and how I want to be in the future. So slowly getting there, but I think that's all the updates of my life for now. Really just been working. Summer vacation, my classes went pretty good. I'm so thankful, honestly, that when I went back, it was the perfect timing, because I didn't just get help from my boyfriend. Like, I got help from my coworker. Like, she's such a blessing. Honestly, I feel like the reason why I would never go back to, maybe because I just felt like I wasn't ready, and for some reason, like, this year is just like I need to go back, or not need to, but I want to go back. Like, I would get that feeling of wanting to go back, and it was just getting stronger and stronger. So I was like, you know what, I'm doing it. I have help. I really didn't expect for my coworker to help me, but she's so nice to me. Honestly, she's the best. But today's drink, it is not wine. It is barely 12:19 p.m. So I'm having my little coca. Okay, we're having a little soda. I've been craving this since the morning. For some reason, I woke up craving soda, and I was like, no, it's too early. It was 7 a.m. when I got up and I started like cleaning and stuff. I didn't know what to do. I was like, should I eat breakfast? Should I work out? I haven't even worked out. My workouts have been going pretty good. I started my workout journey, I think, in February. And I've tried different methods. I've tried different people. I've tried different exercises. I tried the gym, and it seemed like nothing worked for me, but I kept going. I'm so proud of myself. I kept going, and then I found, because Juice and Toya had been popping up, and I was like, I don't know, it doesn't seem convincible. But then I started doing it, and oh my gosh, I started seeing a difference in my body. I feel like that's what I needed. For some reason, it was like popping up again every time I would work out. And YouTube just kind of like, when you're not interested, it goes away and like new stuff comes up. Yeah. So I was like, it was kind of weird that Juice and Toya was like popping up, and I was like, okay, I'm listening. So I did that, and I started seeing results. I feel a lot more confident. I'm doing better on my exercise, and when I don't go on my exercise, I think 2 weeks ago I started like, okay, if I don't work out, I'll go to a walk. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. Or sometimes when I work out too, I also take my dog for a walk. Yeah, so I've been doing very good. I've been feeling a lot more confident. So yeah. Today I'm going to be doing some Reddit advice, and I'm pretty excited for these. I only read the title of them, so I don't know the full story of like what's going to say. But we should be doing some advice, because se llama consejo mediocre, so I'm giving my half-ass advice on everything. Because I'm saying half-ass because it's a lot of the stuff you want to hear or you need to hear, or sometimes I don't even know what to say to them. That's why I said half-ass, because a lot of the times, like, we don't even have the experience. We just give our own little, pinch of advice to it. That's why I call it like that. But so the first one is pretty short. My best friend flew halfway across the country to visit my boyfriend alone. She's like, is it weird? They are both friends. They both say that they don't have feelings for each other, but the situation still doesn't rub me the right way. My friend didn't ask or tell me before she booked the ticket or anything, and neither did my boyfriend. They will also both be sleeping in the same tent together and drinking together. He also warned her that he is a very physical, affectionate drunk. But I have never seen him drunk. He's also felt more distant lately. So this is obvious. This is very obvious. I myself am a very toxic person, but I feel like we as women have that. I really strongly believe of the sixth sense in a woman, and I feel like first, I think it's wrong of both of them to not let you know if they're very good friends. Like, hey, like we're gonna hang out. Like, maybe if you can come, if you can't, like it's fine. Because like, why not? And if she didn't say anything, they both didn't say anything, I think that's a red flag. But you should definitely like communicate it. I feel like if you haven't said anything to them and you haven't communicate your feelings and what you feel towards it, and kind of put a boundary, like, hey, if like I don't mind you guys hanging out, but like let me know, or like I don't know, you know. I feel like it's very obvious, but you still want options. It's the fact that you need to communicate your feelings, and if they truly are against, if you pretty much you said that they don't have feelings for each other, but it's very noticeable, that's another thing. That if they're not letting you know they're gonna hang out, which I feel like they don't need to, but they do, because no, they do. I was like, they don't need to tell you, because I was thinking of, because they're friends, but that's the innocent in me, you know. But they do, because you are the girlfriend, you know, and I feel like they need to respect you as the one you're the one in the middle, so they obviously need to do it, and tell you that they're going to be hanging out. And it's the fact that he warned, or she warned you, or how sleeping the same together, drinking together, he's also warned her. Yeah, so that's pretty much another red flag. He warned her that he's very touchy and very affectionate when he's drunk, and yeah, that's not a very good thing. Honestly, I feel like you need to do something about it. You need to talk to them, and if they don't respect your boundaries and they don't respect the fact that they need to let you know, or if they just don't tell you that they have feelings for each other, at this point it's like you already know. So I say leave. You don't need to be constantly thinking about and torturing yourself, knowing thinking if they're together or if they're not together, if they're, you know, sleeping with each other when you're not there. I feel like it's your peace over anything. You need to be with someone who respects you and who clearly knows that it is not correct to be doing that, or clearly tells you like, hey, we're gonna hang out if you want to come. If not, like, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, we're gonna be in a public place, like, you know. So I don't know, I do know, but I need to tell you that, because like you need to know. I think you need to leave him. I think you need to, and this is all like I put it in there. I'm going to be replying because I'm going to be looking back at the video. So I replied back to these because it was 7 days ago. Hopefully she made the right decisions between this week. So yeah, you don't need to be torturing yourself. You do not need to be thinking if, you know, they're going to be sleeping together. Like, I'm not okay with that, and you shouldn't be either. I wouldn't be okay with it. And I think you need to find someone else who really respects you and who knows boundaries, because it's not even just the fact that they're your boundaries, it's the fact that that's a limit. Like, you don't mess with friends like that. If they were friends before you guys met, I get it, but now you're, like I said, you're in the middle. You're the girlfriend. They need to respect you and respect your boundaries. Like, I feel like no matter what, there's no way out. There's no explanation, or there's no other opinion but to just find someone who really, like, truly respects you and a friend who respects you as well, because it's not just the boyfriend, it's the friend. Like, I would never do that to my friend. I would never do that to my friend, even if that was my friend. Like, I don't want to make my friend feel uncomfortable with my presence. Like, I want her to be okay, and I want her to like want to hang out with me again, and still be friends, because I think friendship is a lot more important than relationship. And that's your opinion. I feel like I've dealt with a lot of friendship breakups, and I feel very positive that at the end of the day, though I've been through a lot of friendship breakups, friendship is still important. So I've dealt with the two of them. Just remember that you deserve better friends, you deserve better boyfriend, and you deserve to give yourself but you deserve a better life and a better situation, in that you need to get out of that situation. It is not worth it. The next one is this pregnant 21 female from one night stand. I just found out yesterday I am pregnant by a man I had a one night stand with. I missed my period and decided to take the test. It was positive. I called him, even though we haven't spoken since that night, and told him, while obviously freaking out. He tried his best to stay calm and asked me to meet him out. I did. I kind of just cried for a few hours, and we didn't really talk about any options other than me saying I wanted an abortion. He comes over to my house after that night, tells me he thinks abortions are wrong, he can't agree with them morally, and that he wants to keep the baby. He kept talking about how he was almost excited about this what? Sorry, I lost it. So he comes over to my house later that night. He tells me he thinks abortions are wrong, he can't agree with them morally, and that he wants to keep the baby. He talks about how he was almost excited because this is his first baby, etc. I respect his morals, but I also tried to reason with him that I am a stranger who he knows absolutely nothing about. Babies are so hard. I have a 2-year-old whom I co-parent with my ex-fiance, and we would be bringing a kid into a broken home. I made an appointment for an abortion this morning for the 8th next month. I haven't told him yet, because I just feel so guilty, like I'm ripping something away from him. But I seriously could never imagine myself co-parenting with him. We are also not financially in a position to be ready for this. I just don't know what to do from here. I should even tell him, or what? Would it be wrong to go through with an abortion, even though he is adamantly against it? And should I be finding some sort of compromise? I don't even know how I could possibly ever compromise. Any advice, if so, appreciated. Well, this one's a little hard. Overall, you're right, because first of all, it says 21, female 21. I'm 23, and I feel like I do want to be a mom. And trust me, I've come from a long family string where all females get pregnant at 15 or 16. And I broke that curse. And I was like, I think the latest I want to be a mom is 23. Sorry about that. That was my dog. It's 23. And I'm 23 now, and I feel like I'm still not ready. It's not because I'm financially ready. I just feel mentally, obviously, like I talked about my depression, mentally I'm just not ready. I think my relationship still needs a little bit more of work. We have good communication, but I feel like we still need to work on some things, and I think to be a really good team, we have to work that off. So I think my standards of coming pregnant, I think my age of coming pregnant, I think is 30. I could be maybe 26, 27. So I'll give it another 3 years, but yeah, you're very young. Obviously, you said you're not financially ready. You already have another child that you're co-parenting. You already have the experience of a child, and I know for a fact that you know it. So I think the only wrong thing is to talk to him and let him know that you made the decision. At the end of the day, it's going to happen, whether he likes it or not, because I think he needs to understand. I don't think he will ever understand how all this happens, because it's his first, or it would have been his first child, and we don't want him to be realizing how hard it is when he becomes a single dad right away. It's just, I don't think, I don't know about his money, but I don't think he's ready if he thinks it's all hearts and rainbows, So I feel like you just need to talk to him and make him, or help him realize that, you yourself are not ready, and you get to choose that because it's your body. I feel like you do need to talk to him, though, that's for a fact, and let him know. And I don't think you should be feeling bad for not wanting that child. I think you're making the right decision, because half of the time it's like you can't take them to foster child care, because how many kids are in foster care? How many kids are abandoned, and they grow up and they just have a harder life because they don't have that support that a parent would give them, Sometimes they just throw them all on their own. It's just a 50-50 chances of whether they're good or they turn out to be bad. So you don't want that for your child. Like, you just really don't want that. I'm not saying that all kids are bad when they grow up in foster care. I'm just saying that it's 50-50 whatever they choose to do. I'm just saying it can go 50-50 in their decisions of as grown-ups, however they want to go. And just foster is not an option. You wouldn't want to do that unless you already have parents who will take care of them like right away, and that will not back down, and then even then they look perfect and they turn out to be horrible people, so it's also 50-50. Like, no lo puedes dejar a su suerte. So I feel like you're doing the right decision by not wanting to, or not getting to have that baby. You yourself already have that experience of being a mother, and it's very hard. So I think the only thing you need to know is, maybe even you don't have to convince them, but you have to say your own. There shouldn't be any feelings attached, because like you guys only had a one night stand, so there shouldn't be any feelings attached towards it. Like, so yeah, just be like, it is what it is. Like, I made my decision. There's no way I can do this again. It's not all, like I said, it's not all hearts and rainbows. It's very hard. The next one is also pretty short, and this was posted an hour ago. So it says, how do you cope with loneliness? This year has been my worst year yet. My father has days left. He's currently in hospice and end of his life. I'm turning 30 end of this month. I don't really have friends. The one I do are just people I've known for a very long time. Sorry, I just read that as a robot there for a second. Sorry, let me silence that. But sometimes my mind just works a lot faster than my mouth, so I have to slow down my brain for my mouth to catch up. Or my mouth works a lot faster. No, I'm just working very slow today. So I'm sorry about that. Let me reread that. He's turning 30 this month. I don't really have friends. The one I do have are known for a very long time. My ex cheated on me back in November. We are not together. That's good. All my siblings are married with their kids. Can't be bothered with my issues. And can't be bothered with my issues. I feel like that's very wrong. First of all, like, you need to be a very supportive sibling. I'm the youngest one, so I can't really support. I will if I can, for sure. Like, I'll try to help and do my best, but I can't really support that way. They still see me as a little girl. I'm 23, so yeah, I'm very young. They still see me as a very little girl, so they don't take me very serious. Yesterday, I asked one of my friends if I could join her to the beach. She said, I'll ask my friends if that's okay. She's bringing her coworker that I've only met once. That comment bothered me, but I understand how she is. Every time she hangs out with her friends and asks if I can join, she always says, let me see my friends, okay with it. Which, I mean, yeah, that's very understanding. So that shouldn't bother you. I just don't have anyone and feel depressed. I've been catching myself dreading the weekend. Can't wait for the days to end. All I want to do is sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm really sorry that you're going through that. You're turning 30. I'm not quite there yet. But I feel like you should start, instead of like seeing everything so negative, like enjoy that time. So I feel like what you should be doing is, I feel like going and seeing it positive, enjoying your alone time. I get that it's kind of hard because let's not miss the part where his father is dying, and I feel like that's the key of what your depression is. But you also have to remember your father lived a life, and whether it was, I don't know the full story, but whether it was a full good life or it was like half and half, like you need to live your own. It's very hard. It's, I'll be devastated if I lose my mom. I'll be very hard on myself. Like, I get it, and it's kind of hard that but your brothers are also dealing with, I guess, their families and their kids. It's understandable, but you also need to not just think like, oh, they wouldn't even bother. No, I'm pretty sure one of them has to be up for it and helping you out and kind of encourage you a little bit to go out with them or hang out with them, hang out with the family, like enjoy that time, because you never know, God has a mission for you and you will probably like have that one day, so just see it as something positive, not the loneliness. Like, you're alone, you shouldn't be feeling lonely. I mean, you should sorry, you're not alone, and I get how you feel lonely, so just change that with the way you think. I feel a lot of our moods has to do with the way we think. A lot of how our days goes has to do with how we think. So I feel like it's very important for you to kind of like switch that mindset, do a little bit more for yourself. I don't know what your hobbies are. Create new adventures on your own. I mean, I've seen, I don't know why I said you've, but I've seen a lot of parents traveling with their kids, having a hard time. It's amazing once they land. It's just the fact that it's a lot more work. So enjoy that. Maybe go on a trip once every year. Like, look up to something, look forward to something, which is what Ali always reminds me, is look for something to be excited. So make yourself an appointment to, I don't know, get a haircut. I know the men love their haircut. I know my brothers love their haircut. I don't know, go on camping. Get yourself a dog if you don't have a dog. Dogs are very exciting. they're like kids. You have some work to do. So do something for yourself, do something nice for yourself. Don't beat yourself up so much. And trust me, I know for a fact that your time will come to find someone. I know I'm only 23. You're taking this from a 23-year-old. You need to, get yourself ready for that future. Get yourself ready. How are you going to meet people if you're not out there, if you're not doing what you love, and you're not helping yourself, be happier? So I feel like getting a hobby, anything that you can do out there for yourself that you like. Obviously, we don't know you, so just doing something nice for yourself is one baby step. Take your time into doing whatever you want. Take your time. This is all for you. Take a little breathe, meditate. I know for a fact that meditating works a lot for me when I feel depressed. Like I've mentioned, I'm getting a little closer to God, so also praying helps a lot too. I feel like that's the wisest I can get from like a 23 to a 30-year-old. So, but nobody or all the 30-year-olds are not feeling like this, okay? So it can be anybody at this point. It can be somebody who's living alone and is in they're 21 and they feel the same way, or they're 25. Like, it doesn't matter like how old you are. Just do what you love. Do something nice for yourself, and look up for something. Like, look forward to doing something for yourself. Like, you have to be excited about something. You have to, not have to, but it helps a lot. So that was posted a day ago. Honestly, I will pray for you and pray for your father. And from the bottom of my heart, I just hope that he gets through this, and that God will place someone to help him, whether it's a friend, a girlfriend, even if he opens up to his brothers, to his brother, I hope that, he will react to things and will encourage him to feel better, to make him feel like he's listened and that he's been listened to, and he's not alone, That is it for today's podcast. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that you guys took something from me. I know that I can be wise sometimes, and but I hope that you guys take me serious. Everything I say is from the bottom of my heart. My mind works a little bit faster these days, but I just hope that you guys understood everything I was trying to say and take something good from me or from what I said. And if you guys ever do feel a certain way, you guys don't want to talk about it with family members, you can DM me. I'll have my DM, I'll have all of my Instagram link down below in the description box, and you can DM me. I can try and give you the best advice I can. I will try and be there for you the best I can. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. I know it has been a very long time since I posted, and I'm very sorry, but I'm like getting back to it. Yeah, as I'm starting to say, I hope that you guys start to love yourself and learn to love yourself, learn to love the process. So I'll see you guys in my next podcast video. Bye.